What's up everybody, this is Van here to bring you another Mock Spotlight where we take apart what you build. For today's episode we'll be taking a look at this little creation known as Come to Daddy. Created, posted, and named by Dart_QR man. 12 names, everybody. As we go forward with the review, you'll find that we'll be focusing on 3 fundamental attributes: the overall appearance of the mock, the build of the mock itself, and the concept and ideas behind the mock's creation, to see where exactly this mock excels and where it could use a bit of improvement in my opinion. So let's get this started. Daddy here is mostly a Bionicle and Technic based creation, using a lot of black Bionicle parts to give it the shape and the organic texture that it has throughout the body. And it's a really interesting design. It's almost humanoid, but not really. It looks very unorthodox for a humanoid mock. It's got all these cables and tendrils all over the place. Really lanky and almost skeletal features. Menacingly large and clawed hands. The lack of an actual face. The fact that we have this big television for a head quirk going on. I guess Halloween came super early this year, or maybe a little too late from last year, because this mod gives plenty of reason to give you the spooks. And not to mention the name, Come to Daddy. Yikes, sends shivers down my spine. Look at this one picture with the lighting and everything. Wow, this thing has such a creepy presence. Now, looks aside, this also looks to be a very well built mock. It's a little hard to tell with the really busy aesthetics that this mock has, but we can see that the mock is very much stable. It's got a nice grounded platform from which the rest of the mock is built off of, upward into this large torso that looks to hold together quite nicely. And here we also have a bit of articulation in the shoulders and the neck, making this foundation decently posable. The arms themselves also feature a bit of articulation here in the elbows and with the fingers, so while the mock doesn't appear very mobile, no legs, no wheels or nothing like that, it can still pull off a cool couple of poses, and that's a definite plus in my book. It's like a customizable statue, I guess. Though technically, I suppose any action figure, any figure that has posability would be classified as such, so we're just gonna ignore that I said that. I do like that there is a little bit of system put into the torso, and that it's used in a way to add on to the aesthetic. Like specifically right here in the chest area, that almost doesn't look like system. It blends really well with everything else that's going on with the torso, with all the Bionicle parts and such, and it flows so nicely. And obviously it goes without saying that the head is 100% built out of system, and pretty much any system that's put into this mock, almost all of it was put into the head. And in a design like this, specifically, it works really well, because you can't capture this specific shape or, you know, with the whole television head. You can't just do that without using system. And even though it contradicts basically the whole design language of the rest of the mock, it's not even an issue, because this is part of the mock's design. It's like, this is the point. You can look at this and immediately get what it's trying to do, especially since the builder actually disclosed the direct inspiration for this mock, which was a music video that was titled Come to Daddy, which, by the way, is a very creepy and strange music video, so, you know, if you go look it up, viewer discretion is advised. It's got really peculiar imagery, but basically there's a TV in it, and there's some creepy stuff. You put creepy stuff and TV together, it kind of makes sense why the builder would come up with something like this, so. Moving on, I don't really take too many issues with this mock. If anything, I would say perhaps less silver in the arms, maybe make all these cables that travel down the biceps, I guess, black, because I think that would look better. Or if you're trying to do the whole circuitry thing, and these are supposed to represent actual, like, different cables or whatever that would travel from a TV, maybe include some red or blue cables. Just a hint of color to kind of get the idea across, but not too much to a point where it compromises the creepy look it has. If anything, it would make more sense to include most of the silver in the center of the torso and make it look like the TV cables are coming straight down the torso, leading into the bottom of the mock, which already has all these silver cables kind of sticking outward. And those would be my only suggestions on how to possibly improve this mock. I don't really have any major problems with the mock. Overall, I'd actually say it's pretty solid, so great job to you, good sir. And with all that said, that's all I have for today. So thank you for sharing your mock, Dart_QR man. Definitely one of the more unique and interesting ones that I've seen lately. So congrats for making it onto the Mock Spotlight. Hope to see more out of you. Same goes for the rest of you viewers. Please, if you haven't already, consider posting to our message boards at board.ttvchannel.com for your own chance at earning your own mock spotlight sometime in the future. Just create an account if you don't have one already. It's free. No one here is going to charge you money to post pictures on the internet. Then you are more than welcome to post pictures of your own mocks under the LEGO Creations category. And from there I'll take care of the rest if I deem your mock to be very creative and or interesting in any particular way. In other words, just use your imagination. So until then, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.